for the Dallas Cowboys. Jets are going to win this game.
Outright.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I maintain hope for these Jets. Or am I being obtuse? Jets over Cowboys. And I'm going to see Gase and Darnold walking on the beach, hugging, and Gase is working on an old boat. Or maybe they're drinking icy cold bohemian-style beers up on the roof, like they're working on the roofs of their own homes. And Jets fan, I would say you, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies.
Whoa! Crazy eyes.
Or am I crazy? Really? Am I crazy?
Crazy Eyes had a vision.
Give me a little of this.
Did you guys watch? Here's that in base right now. Did you watch the Jets Cowboys game? At least Brant had our back. None of the other guys did. How about it? Right?
That was kind of
J-E-T-S-L-F-G. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see how Jets Cowboys played out. I'm sure the Jets are just going to roll over to the mighty Cowboys, right? Sam Darnold's back on the field. His spleen was sufficiently reduced in size for him to play. That's a real medical report. And that's the second longest play in New York Jets history. Robbie Anderson, 92 yards a la casa at MetLife, and they go up 14-3. Dak can't believe it. And I mean that he doesn't have a contract yet. Robbie Anderson on fire yesterday. But hold on. Is there more? Ryan Griffin joins the program and the end zone. Guys, it's 21-3 Jets.
Sam Darnold is the most valuable player.
Okay, maybe he should be in the conversation.
Clearly.
Sorry, Russell Wilson. Amari Cooper left this game with a quad injury. That would loom large. But Dak and Zeke fight back. Zeke was game. They fed him and did the fork thing and all that, and he scores a touchdown. He did the fork thing. The Jones family fired up. Gotta have it. Can't go on the road and lose to the Jets to go to 500, or can they? 24-16. This got weird now. Under 2 minutes to play. All right, incomplete on 3rd and 8. But we got a pass interference penalty. There was a lot of them.
A lot of laundry.
6 straight flags. At one point, Jim Nantz said, can we get one play without a flag? And eventually they did, but it wasn't this one, because downfield to Zeke, it's Blake Cashman, no relationship to Brian, also called for another penalty. Blake Cashman playing in lieu of C.J. Mosley, who's still out with an injury. I guess that's fine, sure, call it. So where are we shaking out? Gase says, we gotta have this one past the smelling salts. We're down 8, under a minute to play. Dak's going to keep this one, and he's going to power into the end zone. So that makes them down 2. That's math. They got to go from 2-point conversion. What does Triple G do on the biggest play of the season as the Cowboys line up to go? Watch Jamal Adams. Right up the middle, send pressure, incomplete, no flag.
No flag.
Jets win to get to 1-4. Gase, this one's for you, buddy. It's been a tough month. Hines Ward handshake. You can't make it up. 24-22. Unbelievable moment. Do we have sound right now from the Jets coming?
Darnold!
Yes, we sure do.
Look at his shirt. Look at Darnold.
Fight on! Sam Darnold's exactly what he did. Take it away, 14.
Just a really good week of practice and studying, and obviously a really good game plan going in. So that's really all. And again, I'm just really, really excited for the guys in this locker room. We were starving for a win, and to come out here and do it in the fashion that we did, defense getting a huge stop on the 2-point conversion, wouldn't want it any other way.
Nate, did you send him a shirt?
Yeah, it looked like a Nate B shirt right there.
These are 2 games that Sam Darnold has played where the team's managed 4 offensive touchdowns. In the 4 that he hasn't, the team scored just 1. Pretty incredible what this difference is, having your young quarterback, your talented guy back on the field. Is yesterday the truest indicator thus far of exactly what the Jets could be with Gase and with Darnold and with Lev Bell?
This is what they hoped they were going to be before the season started. And I think what was most impressive about yesterday's game, that they even brought it, and they had it, and they stuck through this whole experience of the mononucleosis. But the Cowboys started coming back. The Jets finished them off. Like, the Jets finished, and they didn't play it safe. Late in the game, they could have easily just run the ball with Le'Veon Bell, and instead, Gase dials up plays like this. 1st and 10 late here. They're winning by a score. It's a deep pass to get the ball and move the chains. I think later again here, another deep pass late in the game. This is the aggressive style that they want to play. And to me, it's not only Darnold coming back, but it's a feeling for every single person in an organization. Oh, wait, we're an actual NFL team again. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. And Darnold was throwing the rock. They looked good yesterday.
Yeah, you're right about that. Now, it's funny how having your starting quarterback back in the fold can restore balance on your offense. Robbie Anderson goes off. Crowder makes an appearance. And it wasn't just those 2 individuals. 8 different guys caught the ball. How about that? The passing game for the past few weeks has been inept. And what we're saying is the Jets can't get anything going. And rightfully so. They had a lot of moving pieces. But with your starting quarterback back in the fold, now all of a sudden Adam Gase can start to open up that playbook and say, this is what I mean when it comes to genius play calling. I actually can do this. So it was good to see these guys motivated because of the quarterback being in there. We've seen a lot of quarterback changes and teams rise to the occasion. It's the same type of situation when your starting quarterback comes back from injury. So it was good to see this offense take shape.
Triggs, I think people who maybe don't know Sam Darnold or Adam Gase or this fan base even, they see Sam Darnold and he's very quiet. He's pretty put together in front of the microphone, never really demonstrative. So what is this energy that I'm seeing with this team? Everyone's like, Sam's back. He's bringing that energy. Can you explain that to me?
All summer long in the preseason games that I was able to call, he was the alpha. And they were saying, like, no, he's no longer some meek guy. Like, he's the leader. And yesterday he was wearing...
Really? He's the
alpha?
leader.
And yesterday he was wearing this giant rib protector. You saw Tracy Wolfson try it on, this rib protector. He wanted to play last week desperately and was mad he didn't play and let it be known he wanted to play last week.
Yeah.
The doctor said he couldn't. I think that went a long way with his teammates, too. Like, I'm willing to risk it for you guys.
Can I say this, too? We had the actual shoulder pads with the rib attachment in the studio yesterday, and it was heavier than any pads
it was
that
an
I've been.
extra 5 pounds.
Can I?
Triggs, I'll say extra 10. So just for people out there,
Extra
Sam
10?
wanted to be out there and had to protect himself, and he was out there with an extra maybe 10 pounds running around.
That brings me exactly to my point. Can we give out a game ball? I want to give out a game ball to Sam Darnold's spleen, or as I'm calling it, America's spleen. Because think about, what does a spleen do for you guys? A spleen is key for the immune system.
Yes.
Sam Darnold was immune to all the noise, all the criticism. A spleen is a reservoir for extra red blood cells. The Jets did not have a reservoir at quarterback, and the spleen stores iron. Iron sharpens iron with Sam Darnold. His spleen was reduced, but his heart was enlarged yesterday. Unbelievable day from... That's America's spleen. I love it.
Talking about it. Well, let's get some more highlights.
Let's do it.
How about America's dad? Let's get to this. All right, so we have the Eagles and the Vikings. And here's the thing. Zach Brown, the linebacker for the Eagles, he has some interesting things.
I think every defense going to want that guy to throw the ball. For me, that's entirely the weakest part of their offense.
Former teammate, every defense wants this guy to throw the ball. He's probably the weakest part of their offense. Okay, all right, Kirk Cousins. I know you heard that during the week. Back in the end zone, toe drag swag, Adam Thielen. It's 7-0 at this point. Do you think America's dad is probably like, you know what, I'm tired of the dad jokes. I'm about to get busy. Here is Stephon Diggs, okay? Squeaky Will gets the grease. He gets in the end zone. That right there is a long TD, 62 yards. Kirk Cousins isn't done, though. 2 receivers loving it. Kirk Cousins is like, all right, my former teammate, you think I'm a weak link? How about this? Your whole defense is weak, fam. Everybody's open. This was a race to the end zone. Stephon Diggs catches it over his shoulders. Check out this catch. Pure hands. Diggs was going off in this one. Speaking of foot race, there it is. Cooks and Diggs.
Celebrations were back yesterday.
They were back.
They had a comeback.
Sure enough. And back in the end zone, here's Diggs with a little toe drag swag. He had 2 toe drags, 2-for-1 special with Thielen and Diggs, and he was feeling it. How about this? Check out the eyes, the hands, and the feet within inches of the back of the end zone. Yeah, I see you. Okay, a little wink to the crowd. And let me tell you, the Vikings were all over the Eagles. Zach Brown, we love you. We had you on the show. Kirk Cousins, you know what? I like seeing you a little bit pissed off. The Vikings are 4-2, and that was a big win over the Eagles.
Now the NFC East is messy.
Oh, yeah.
It's really messy. I thought it was a 2-man race. That's what we all thought and wanted it to be. And now we've got things to talk about, Daniel Jones included. We'll get to all of the highlights, of course. Will Selva is out in the newsroom in Culver City this morning holding it down for us. What's shaking?
Absolutely. What's going on, Kay? And guys, happy Monday to all of you. We start in South Beach, where Dolphins head coach Brian Flores brought clarity to his quarterback situation. Or so we thought when he declared Josh Rosen the starter for the rest of the season. But Rosen wasn't even the starter for the rest of the game against Washington on Sunday. Down 17-3, Flores benched Rosen in favor of Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the mystical powers of his beard nearly pulled off an amazing trick. The Dolphins, alas, ended up losing and remain winless. Rosen went 15 of 25 for 85 yards and a couple of picks. Flores addressing what the plan under center will be moving forward in Miami.
We need players who are ready to go in and play. But as far as starting, not starting, I think today it was just a move we felt like we needed to make. No different than if a back's not going, we put another back in, or a receiver's not going, we put another receiver in. I know it's the position, and I understand that, but I think Josh will continue to be the starter, and again, if we feel like we need a spark and Fitz has to go in, we'll continue to do that.
Well, the quarterback controversies in Houston. Deshaun Watson got the better of Patrick Mahomes on Sunday. Watson getting help from running back Carlos Hyde, who ran for 116 yards and a touchdown. And this one meant a little extra for Hyde, who was traded from KC to Houston in the offseason just 5 months after signing with the Chiefs.
I definitely had a little extra chip on my shoulder, just how things turned out here, it definitely had a little extra motivation. But, I'm thankful where I'm at and how things are going where I'm at.
How good is this football team you're playing for now?
Real good, come in and get a big win like that, we definitely should put the league on notice after that one.
Absolutely. Hyde and the Texans putting the league on notice. 2 of their next 3 against AFC South opponents, Indianapolis and Jacksonville, before their bye week. Of course, big win there in Arrowhead Stadium for Deshaun Watson and company.